I've now. Oh Christ, what am I doing?
The 2018 season has brought with it the introduction of the halo in an effort to increase safety measures for the drivers.
I'm pretty sure Twitch tells me I've been subscribed for 14 months for 2 years now.
On arrival day, the Southend Strait is a public road shared by pedestrians and local traffic with a speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour. Today you'll see the world's best thunder down the straight.
Evening everyone. Welcome to this week's stream, Tier 3. Round... Is it round 3? Round 2?
I'm going to say 4.
No, it's round 3. Round 3.
Round 3? Yeah.
Tier 3. I have put Tier 3 this time and not Tier 1. At Australia. Comes tonight, it's myself, Glenmull, and joined by Dan.
Hi.
So, you didn't race here on Friday, but what are your thoughts on the track? Have you raced the new layout of it?
Safety car. That's literally my thoughts on Australia. You saw it, well, not today, but or yesterday, whatever you'd call it. But the last time we raced here in real life, there was 3 red flags. It's just, it's just the nature of the track. I think it was built or designed way back when the cars were a lot smaller. It's just, and especially now with the new layout, it's such a, I believe it's second in terms of speed, flat out sections. There's a percentage of.
Yeah.
I believe now it's second with the new layout. I may be wrong on that, but
that's an AlphaTauri in the wall as well with no wing.
That's not great.
That's literally out of the final corner.
And Toxa, I believe.
The end of his outlap.
But yeah, it's a tight track. It's a narrow track. There's a lot of spitty curbs. You're guaranteed multiple safety cars here. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's not a tricky track, really, when you think about it.
No.
But I do find certain corners you are prone to errors and mistakes. You catch the curb slightly wrong and you spat into a wall, or you might just overshoot it a little bit and you get an invalidation or a warning or what have you.
Yeah.
I will say I prefer the new layout to the old layout, but I do struggle with that corner at the end of the, oh god, what DRS zone do you want to call it? The one in sector 3. That right-hander. I hate that corner.
Oh, is the end of the DRS zone? That's 11,
yeah.
I think, or is it 12? Does that right kink count as it? Yeah, probably does. That's 12, I believe.
Yeah, hate that corner. So slow, so tight, and yeah, not a lot of grip. You hit that curb wrong again, it throws you out.
Yeah, it's awful. It is awful.
Pint size just coming up to the final corner now. Uh, 19.2 puts himself P3 at the moment. A good first lap there from Pint size.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of starting a bit like Qatar in it. Decent first lap.
Yeah, a few people setting their times on mediums though. Steve, yeah, as usual. Airways. And if I'm honest, I think Nerf's done his on mediums as well.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know if there'll be enough. As OS does an 18.8 on mediums as well. Alright. What do I know? Marshall just starting his first flying lap on a set of mediums as well. He's got, I think that's Curly right behind him. Evening pint size, evening or so. Oh, bear with me 1 second, mate. I've just had a phone call.
Yeah, so I just need to see who Clay's on board with. Marshall. Right, let's have a look at Marshall and see where he is. He's coming through sector 3, last couple of corners. That turn 12, I believe we just talked about, that awful curve on the left hand side. Tricky corner, need to get it slowed down, hug the apex curve, which he does, and a very, very slippery last corner. Taking some of the exit curve, powering his way to the line, see what he can do. That's a 19-1 for Marshall, which looks competitive to be very, very fair.
Sorry about that, mate.
Yeah, Steve has decided he can do another run on the medium, so yeah, Curly setting his lap. Yeah, mediums here. I don't know. It's a track where you need a lot of grip. You know, some tracks you'll get away with the mediums. I'm not sure if this is one.
Yeah, it's a track. Obviously, with softs not really lasting that long, I'd rather keep a fresh set of mediums.
Yeah, I agree with you.
2017 saw the introduction of the T-wing in an effort to increase downforce. However, rule changes introduced for 2018.
You know what? It's not the most difficult track in the world, but I just think turns 9 and 10 are so awful. You've that curb as well. Our sector 1 is at turn 5.
Yes. Yeah, the exit. The left-hander. Oh, no, sorry,
Yeah.
the 5's the right-hander, innit? The little right kink. Am I wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5's the where the Haas has just gone through.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's yeah, I hate that curb, to be honest with you. As I said, it's a track where I think, you know, you could be in the right place or the wrong place depending on a safety car. It's like there's no point in thinking that there's not going to be a safety car. It's you're guaranteed a safety car here, if not 2, 3 or 4, but maybe not. But I'd be shocked. Just gonna have a run over with Hound, and he is 2 tenths up, but not going to be enough for him. I wouldn't think. You know,
Yeah.
point size, who's normally in and around the cut-off point for Q2, he's on a 19.2. So Steve currently up a couple of tenths, but it won't be enough for me.
Dave Douglas has done 4 laps on that one set of softs. Lutman in 19.7 puts himself P10. So I think now is more times getting on the board. I think Pint Size's lap is looking a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, it's definitely a competitive lap.
See, I was a bit unsure because there were a few lads who'd done mediums and there weren't many times on the board. So, but yeah, definitely competitive. So I'm with T-Bag at the moment. He's on his first flying lap.
Pretty tight session all around, actually, isn't it? There's only 3 tenths between 2nd and 11th at the moment.
Yeah, definitely close.
Yeah, I think the new layout is definitely better for me. Where the only issue I have with it is, you know, that straight in sector 2 is where they took out that chicane. It just entices you into a move into turn 9. And
Yeah.
we saw Friday night. I think it's the first race on the new layout, to be fair, but maybe
I
we've
wasn't
had one
sure
there.
if we'd raced it
Did we
previously.
have the new layout on the last game?
Um,
Maybe we have. And either way, anyway, it entices you into a move into turn 9. For me, you want that move done and back onto the racing line to be
Teabag
making, you know,
18.5.
side by side through 9 into 10 it just doesn't work. It's as simple as that. And if by some mega reason you both get through, you've probably lost 2 seconds to the car ahead. As simple as that. Better off tucking in and box level. That's just my opinion, I know. Yeah, solid lap from Teabag there, to be fair.
Yeah, Anderson invalidated. Dave not been out of the pitch yet. Has he got a quali ban or?
No. No. Not that I'm aware of anyway.
No bans, no bans. I can't say if I've seen him out on track or anything, that's all.
No, he's in the pits. Not sure why. Unless he reckons, unless he's confident enough, one lap can do it, but you gotta be doing that kind of with 10 minutes left, I would suggest.
It's one of them, like I say, you know, some corners here are so easy to invalidate. Just overshoot it slightly or make a slight mistake and lose a lot of time. So we're not a fan of just trying to get one run in, to be honest. As we've got a yellow, oh, it's just the Ferrari Teabag moving out the way.
So
We've got North first on his second run.
They should just put a little flyover over 9 and 10, to be honest. You know, a straight kind of a thing. It's just, you know what? Even without a car behind you, you know, side by side, it's for me it's a horrible place. The amount of guys you'll see losing on the exit curb on the left is just no man's business.
Yeah, it is a fair bit tricky. And as you say, that DRS though, depending on the wings you're running,
is not. Why? Oh, okay. Apologies. Yeah. No, I just didn't. I was like, why do we have only 19? But I forgot.
I'll be back in just a second, mate.
Yep.
I'll jump on with Dave for his lap.
Yeah. So yeah, we will run on with Dave. Just coming around the last corner to start his, what I would say is one and only lap. So he's either confident or caught on time. 8th gear, all the way down to 5th, maybe 4th for turn 1. Wanna hug the curb on the inside, and he misses that apex slightly down to 4th. Back up to 5th, into 6th. DRS wide open, heading towards turn 3. Heavy enough braking zone. Trail braking here down to 3rd is ideal. And that's exactly what he does. Straighten the car up. Hug the curb on the left and the right. And he does that. Oh, a bit wide there. That'll definitely cost him time all the way down to turn 5, I'm going to call it. Looks solid enough on the power out for this very, very long straight, and his line is strange, to say the least. Definitely not the fastest line through this flat out section, heading towards. Oh, he clips the barrier, misses the apex in 9, curve through 10, and the exit. DRS open again. Looks solid enough, to be fair. Turn 11 is a little kink to the right. All into turn 12, down to 3rd again, I believe. Yeah, on the power. Hook it back up. Nice bit of curve here on the inside of 12. Heading towards the last corner. Want to get it slowed down. Oh, and he goes very, 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 very deep there. And that is Dave, I'm going to say, out of quali, unless something seriously, seriously strange happens. And that's Dave to take the line, and he's out. Starting P18 at best. I'm not really sure why Dave chose to not set a lap earlier in the session, but he didn't, so that's where we're at. That is Dave out of qualifying. Airways retired from the session, reckon he's done enough. just have a look around and see what else is happening. King Luckman currently in the drop zone. He's up 7/10 coming around the last corner. So that should see him into the 18s. Let's see what he can do. And it's not the 18s, but it is. Apologies, a high 18, currently P3. So that's enough, but that knocked Northpack down into the drop zone and he's in the pit. So that's Northpack out. Chip is on an out lap. And he will have enough time to get one in, which is good for him. Matey's on an out lap. And he'll have time to get a lap in, but he's on traffic, so that's not ideal for Matey boy. As whoever's in the Alpine just hit the wall. I'm gonna say that's Harvey. It's not. It is a Haas, and that's point size geezer. And he needs to just continue on now, to be honest. I think he's okay anyway. With a 19-2, but yeah, he just needs to get out of the way before he gets disqualified. And I believe, yeah, that's the outlap from Osso Basso in the McLaren, who Dave nearly got hooked up with. Just trying to see, yeah, apologies. Clay is currently not at his console, so we're stuck in the garage. On board with Antoxa has crossed the line, P17 at 20 dead, so that is Antoxa out as well. Matey boy is slightly over his time. Oh, Chip has had a spin through 10. And he just needs to, yeah, so that's Chip out as well. It's up to Matey boy now. Asso's on the cusp with a 19-3, which is, it is tight, it's very tight. But Asso is also on a lap. He's 3/10 up, so we need a big lap for Matey, who's a 10th over this time. As he backed out, he's not, but he's gone deep again into the, oh, and he's, yeah, so Asso's okay. Might improve in his time, but that's Matey boy off, unfortunately, having a bit of a spin out of the last corner. So, yeah. Of course, Asso's not going to know that he's okay, but he is okay. Let's see what he can do anyway. Pours towards the line. DRS wide open. That's an improvement of a 10th, and that sticks him just above Dave Douglas and Hone. So
sorry about that.
Yeah, you're okay. We've a really tight session. There's only 5-6 tenths between, you know, the top 16. Matey boy had an issue at the last corner, lost the rear. Chip, who was only looking to have one run, lost the rear out of 10. Dave made a big mistake in the last corner, went very deep, so he's out as well. Didn't catch what happened on Toxa. North is just slow, so yeah, look, that's was it 8/1000 of a second for North. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But again,
I'll tell you what though, that I know I said it before I disappeared, but that from Pint Size for his first run to get a lap in that's seen him through.
Yeah, and he didn't get enough. He was on an out lap. He was just going to start again. He had a spinner out of the last corner and ended up on the grass. So probably saved himself a set of tyres, to be honest.
Well, yeah, confirmation. Losing Chip, Dave, Matey Boy, Antoxa, and Nerfpack.
Yeah, and for anyone that complains about Tier 2 drivers being in here, yeah, tough shit. Guys signed up. Bit late today, so.
And that's the issue. That's the issue we've got. You know, the tier, the structure, the pot system works, provided everyone who stepped up and agreed to take a seat stays in the seat.
Yeah.
No, we all understand. You know, people check out from time to time. There's certain races you can't make through commitments and stuff. We all have that. But yeah, it's difficult when we've not got that many reserves in Tier 3 because we've never really needed reserves here before.
Yeah. So yeah, Hone getting away with murder there. I don't think he set a lap on the softs. So he got away with it. He came through P15, but
I've just seen Hound said 22% chance of rain.
Yeah, that's in and around the number. To be honest,
Is
it's
that in
once up.
quali or the race?
It's Steve. It could be yesterday.
Next week's race.
Yeah, it could be the forecast for tomorrow. Who knows? I just gonna drive on. I will
The track looks a
say,
bit grayer. Sorry,
yeah,
Sky looks grayer. Sorry.
it's a bit grayer. There's still a fair bit of blue, but it's definitely a bit grayer than it was. Australia wet. I've never raced here in the wet. I don't think.
Oh, it's not good. It is not good.
Yeah, I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even think I've seen a league race in the wet. And there's guys in the pit, so it's not suggesting to me that there's rain imminent at this point. I would think.
Yeah, definitely. You'd expect to see everyone out if it was. If you was due rain. I mean, there's a fair few out, but. I'm trying to look for like an experienced head to see what they've done. So, like, Teabag straight on an outlap, second car on an outlap, so he wants to get out quick. So I wonder if towards the end of this session maybe we might see temps dropping and stuff.
Is Teabag on wheel yet, or is he on pad? That time suggests pad to me,
Yeah, pad. He is on pad. I know he's mentioned in a couple of weeks or something he'll be jumping across to the wheel. Or he said that last week or the week before, I can't remember. Time's flying by at the moment.
Sorry, pause my sneeze, but I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I just muted. I had a coughing fit. Yeah, we got Hound on a lap, and he is on the softs. He's not gone for the mediums again.
That's a surprise. Yeah, I was just wondering what was going on with Dave there. Came out extremely late, only left himself enough time for one lap and didn't work out. Can only assume he must have had something going on at home. Maybe wasn't ready or didn't have the time, something like that. But yeah, unfortunately for him, you'd expect to see him up there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, mate. I didn't process anything you just said.
Oh, I tell you what, that looks like a decent time from Steve, if I'm honest.
18.9.
Yeah, it does. Let's see what Teabag does. Fastest time in Q1 to be the benchmark 18.6. So yeah, it's a competitive time from Steve, I think.
Very good time, yeah.
Yeah.
Lupman in 18.7 as well. Also 19 flat. Yeah, Steve times can't be competitive. Osso's too close for it to be a competitive time.
It's probably Pomp Q driving for him.
Darrell up to the line, 19.1. P6 for Darrell.
Even Ninja's on the lap as well, Clay. He's coming through turn 11. Yeah, 11, that's the one you don't like. There is only 14 corners on this circuit.
11. Right, yeah. I don't
I
like
thought
that
that little right kink could be counted as a curb
one.
or a
Yeah.
turn like Austria, but it's not. That's Ninja with an 18.6 as well. Chip has left. I'll get him back in.
You said that before that popped up on my screen then.
Oh, that's just how fast I am, lad.
I'm pretty sure you've just kicked him. Oh no, Chip has left as he presses the kick button.
Geezer hasn't validated. Airways should be next across the line.
Yeah, on board with Airways at the
moment.
moment.
Yeah, heading towards turn 9 now.
That's
And
the
it looks
thing.
like a
When
nice,
sorry, go on.
yeah, it's a nice line there. Through 9, you gotta have one wheel on the curb on the left hand side, and you almost have to try and cut um, that apex curb on the right hand side for 10.
Yeah,
If you glance it, it's just gonna send you out onto the exit curb of
you've
10
got to
on the left.
commit to it, ain't you?
You gotta commit to it. And to be honest, I think it's pretty lenient with limits as well. You can take a lot of it. Obviously, you need the ride height, but you can take a lot of that. Let's see what Airways can do heading towards the line. And it does look to be the best lap in the world. The 1960 did better on the mediums in Q1, so a couple of mistakes in that lap, I'd say.
So with Marshall now, he's on a hot lap as well.
Yeah, I was just on as well. That curb on the left hand side is the one I was talking about. It's just horrendous. As Arso says, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you too, Arso.
You know, it's a good job that he can take it. He must be able to. He's been here for 10 seasons now. 10 seasons of abuse.
It's brainwashed, you know. You abuse them and they almost think that I'm gonna just stop.
You're joking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was out with Marshall there and he really only glanced off that right hand side curve of 10, got away with it. It's when your car nearly fully goes onto the exit curve on the left is where you lose it. And that is Marshall currently setting the pace with 18-2. Yeah. Whoa!
Always! Whoa!
No mistake in that lap.
He wasn't happy with your comment. He thought he'd just pull that out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, that's a
I
quick
think
lap.
do you know what? It's one of these tracks where guys will make the fatal error of, you know, the race starts and you're still in quali mode, and you're on full race trim, and it's a different animal. Like, it's not. If you think a Jeddah will stay on full race trim, there's only a couple of corners where you'll notice the weight in the car. This is a street circuit also, but it's a lot more twisty, a lot more bendy, a lot more sharper lefts and rights, where that fuel load makes a massive difference.
Harry has a big snap there right at the penultimate corner. That's ruined this lap for him.
A very warm welcome to you all today. We have plenty of entertainment.
19-2. I'd say, God, I've got to say he lost at least half a second there with that snap. Dave Douglas is improving as well, just on the run to the line now. 19-2 puts himself P11. Pint size. Oh God, pint size on his first flying run. Evening teabag, mate.
It's a tight enough session. You know, we said it's maybe not the most technical track in the world, and it's probably not, but it is for me one.
Yeah, this is why I was trying to say it. It's not when you look at it, but to drive it, it is.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. You can gain and lose a lot of time here, so you know I'm surprised that quality is so tight. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Normally you have people who get on with the track and people who don't, and you know there's sort of no in between.
It's a nice track. It's more of a quality track. It's more of a TT track. Overtaking can be difficult, and it is just a fact. The more you try to force the overtake, the worse it's going to get for you. So I think there's a lot of
pint size, very wide. How did he get away with that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
He don't go fast enough for breach track limits. That's what it is.
I think it's one of these tracks where you can gain a lot from others' mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. I found that on Friday night. I think I was up in P8 or something like that, and I think I qualified, I don't know, 17th, 18th, something like that. Found myself up in P8 just from sort of keeping it clean. I say keeping it clean. I did pit early for a wing change, and then the safety car came out, so obviously I stayed out.
Yeah.
But yeah, differing strategies. I do find this track strategies make a big difference as well. As Venom,
Yeah,
Venom's got no ERS. His fuel light's blinking, and he's set a purple sector 1.
yeah. I wonder did he have an issue in his first run? He's just going for this to see can he get there. But to be honest, he has time to come back in, and he's 3 tenths up, so it's a risky one. Do you stay going or not? He's out of battery now, so he'll lose a lot of time in sector 3. I'd be shocked if I didn't see him into the pits.
And he's
Yeah,
invalidated.
yeah, it looked pretty slow through 11 anyway, to be honest. But he has time to come back and get a fresh set on, or if he has the confidence, he can run another use set. But yeah, he has plenty of time. He's just on with geezers, come back in, and that's the correct call. It looked really that he struggled a lot on that lap. So back in, fresh set, and give it another crack. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna go on a limb here, but Airways is true.
Oh, I don't know. I think this cut
Yeah.
off it could be like a 17-8.
After that, I think Marshall is definitely fine as well, but
After that,
it's
it's
just
close. It's
it
extremely
is close.
close.
It is, and do you know what? What you forget here is right. Your teabag in P3 at an 18.6, like you tend to look at who's in the bottom 5 and can they improve, but you also have to consider that there's guys in the top 10 that could also come back out and jump you.
That
And
is
that's
absolutely.
the trade-off. And then, do you know
Yeah,
what? That's where a race engineer will be epic.
that's something I did a few seasons ago. I'd sit there and I'd look at it and I'd go, right, of the bottom 5, 3 of them can beat me. So I'm safe. And then I'm not thinking about the 4 or 5 guys between me and that drop zone.
Yeah.
And it come. Oh, Ninja's hit the wall. He's out.
It's a strange place to hit the wall.
He hit the wall on the right, and his front wheel just popped off.
Yeah, no, we have to remember he's on an 18.8, so that's the time to beat if you want to get through. If you can't catch start on a 19.1. Or, sorry, that makes absolutely no sense. But I did when I was thinking about it.
Basically, for Ninja to be out of the top 10, you need
Yeah.
everyone to beat an 18.8.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
I mean, there's 4 cars very close on track here. Harrison is one of them. There's an Aston Martin, a Hound on an outlap there who were in front of him. There's a Haas.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Harry was impeded there, definitely.
That didn't look great at all, that. I mean,
Yeah.
at the part of the I didn't see where he caught him, but at that part of the track, he's probably picking up a slipstream, like.
And that was Holland as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely looked impeded, and he won't be able to get in and back out, so. And he's way over his time, so hopefully he just has enough fuel. I think he turned his DRS off.
No, it's on.
And he's not improved. He's backed out, so that's Harry out. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, like I say, I couldn't see what were going on, but I just saw like 4 cars around each other on track. You don't normally see that during quali.
And it is a
Dave
track
Douglas
where-
improves though, 18.8, puts himself P8.
Let's see what Anderson can do. Heading towards the line. Can he improve to get himself out of that drop zone? I think he will, and he does. Wow. That's a lap from Anderson.
What a lap.
Yeah.
Pint size the second under at sector 2, purple sector 2.
Yeah, he's just coming onto traffic now as well.
The thing is though, a second under will put him 1 position higher.
Yeah, he needs to nail sector 3.
We've got guys taking the checkered flags now. Hound up to the line, P5, 18.6, pint size, what does he manage? He does improve 7 tenths, but it's not enough to move him off P15.
You know what? It's still a good lap. It's a decent lap. just on with Venom. He's coming around the last corner to get himself out of the drop zone and potentially drop Dave Douglas into it. What can he do? Also, will be next across the line after that. And he hasn't done enough. He has improved just under a 10, but he's going to go out in P12. Also has bat, he's invalidated. So classic also, yeah.
Also doing also. Teabag's invalidated as well, so that is going to be it.
It's such a tight session, Jesus. Do you know what? It's the beauty of CDR, and get a lot of feedback from drivers all the time. I'm always, I'll pick a couple of random guys a week. How are you getting on? How are you finding it? Any issues? Anything positive? Anything you can change? And one of the things that always comes back is, how did you find 20 drivers so close?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. it just happens. We're blue in the face from saying this. You've Darrell there now from Tier 2 who's only P4 and Q2. It's just such an overlap. It's not even funny. The top 10, bottom 10 in every tier kind of overlap anyway.
You take myself for example. Last week I was whinging about my pace or whatever. My qualifying time put me P17 in Tier 2. And then that same time would have put me P18 or 19 in Tier 3.
Yeah, the overlap is
It's
mad.
insane. I'd say Tier 2 and Tier 3 are very closely matched.
Yeah.
They could probably go against each other. I think anyone could hold their own in either tier.
That's the thing, and sometimes it's just a case of a guy can't race a certain day. Look, obviously, as best as possible, we'll try and facilitate guys, but unless you're really too fast, then that's where an issue comes in. But by and large, it's so tight, it's not even funny. I'll be back there in 1 second, bud.
No problem, Chief. Come on, also, a bit of confidence, mate. The race is not over with yet.
Albert Park has the distinction of being the only venue to host the Australian Grand Prix in both World Championship and non-World Championship formats, with an earlier configuration of the current circuit used for the race on 2 occasions during the 1950s. During this time, racing was conducted in an anti-clockwise as opposed to the current circuit, which runs clockwise. There are 4 over the course of the Grand Prix.
Jump on with Darrow, first one out on a lap. Q3 now. I wouldn't really say the sky looks any greyer than it was before. Don't think we'll be seeing any rain in this session. Come on, Osso. I know you're not in my team, but I need more positivity than that. It is fairly hard to overtake, but you've mentioned a lot of incidents. Just keep it clean, keep your nose clean. You can get a good result here still. Box clever.
Albert Park is known as being a superbly smooth, high-speed set.
Darrell's lap looking clean so far. DRS looked to open a little bit late there. Tidy through 12 into 13 now. No mistakes. That run now down to the line. 18.7 is the first lap we've got on the board here. We've got the Aston a Hound just on that run to the line now as well. 18.779 beats him by 0.02 of a second. So unbelievably close. Harvey a 19.1, Curly a 20 flat. And Marshall coming up to the line now as well. He's going to pick up a slipstream from this Red Bull. Marshall 18.7. Teabag 17.9. Wow. I feel like he must have been straight out on a first step.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, you're alright.
So yeah. That looks marginally competitive from Teabag.
It looks tasty. It looks tasty.
It's matching airways time from Q1 or Q2.
This is it. This is it. Airways is on an outlap at the moment. Be interesting to see. Teabag's left the session. Is that confident?
So yeah, pole time in Q2 was the 17.8.
Lutman 18.2.
I'll grab Teabag and invite.
Oh, cheers, bud. What? Sorry, what did you say then? Full time in tier 2.
Well, yeah, 17.8, 17.1 in tier 1.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I think we'll beat that here.
Yeah, he's in the session by all accounts.
Alright, we'll say that for a little while. Just have to keep checking it.
Yeah, I'll have a look there again. If he gets back in the next couple of minutes, he should be okay to get another run in.
Airways on his first flying lap now as well.
Yeah, says he's in the session, so maybe he rejoined. Sure, he'll let us know if he's not and needs another invite. Something. Fucking Hound in Q3. Jesus.
And not using the medium, surprisingly.
Surprised he's not in the intros.
Yeah, Teabag's just commented saying, can I get an invite?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, there you go. Now you can invite him. I've just fired him up.
Okay.
It's weird on this game. It's like when someone leaves, it's like it takes the PS system a bit to update that they're not in it anymore. But Airways now up to the line. 19.7 is his first lap.
Yeah, that must have been a mistake from Airways there, I would think.
Yeah,
You know,
1.8
yeah.
off his Q2 time. Oh, he's still got 81% ERS, so I'm guessing he's not been using ERS. He's burning now. He's gone for a burner lap.
Yeah, I was just going to say it could be a burner lap, which I'm not a fan of personally, but
Yeah, I'd say with a tyre deck.
You see, people want to think about fuel load and like tyre warming. You know, you can get your tyres warm anyway. No, saying that's purp sector 1 and 2, so
He's doing something right.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows better.
Let's see what he can do. Coming around turn 12, takes that nicely. Small bit of the exit curve, get it slowed all the way down. And it's just such a nice corner when you nail it. Slightly wide of the apex, through 14.
It looks
Let's
smooth.
see, can it be a purple sector 3? And it's not, but it's an 18-1. Puts him on the second row, so decent time there from um, what's his name?
With.
The thing is, yeah, can he get back in and get back out? Is the question.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he can. So that could be that from him. Everyone else is in the pits, bar Dave Douglas. He's on a lap. He hasn't set a time yet, so he might have just had one set of tyres. So let's see what Dave Douglas can do. Anderson and Darrell are on an out lap, and you'd expect to see everyone else out in the next
I think
10
Dave
to 20
Douglas
seconds.
invalidated his first run because I think we brought up that he was giving someone a slipstream. I think it was Marshall. I think he must have invalidated his first run.
Yeah, unfortunate. Look, he got a time in, and it looks competitive enough where I'm just kind of judging. They seem to be in around 112, hitting the apex at the last corner, so he won't be a million miles off it. And it's a 19 dead, puts in P7 for now.
Yeah, Anderson just starting his hot lap now. He's not got a time on the board yet. Teabag not out of the pits yet. He is back in the session. I saw it pop up that he'd rejoined.
Yeah, he'd want to be getting out, and he
Oh,
is
he's
on
on
his
his
way
way
out.
out now. Yeah, him and Hound. As Airways is just coming in, so I think Airways is just going to miss out. So Anderson's purple sector 2, but that could be because there's no time on the board yet. Anderson now run up to the line and 18.4 puts himself P4.
Sorry, but
Alright, Darrell is invalidated, so we're not seeing any improvement there. Curley's just started a lap. Luckman is on a hot lap as well, so we'll jump on with Curley, see if he can get himself off the bottom of this session. Quarter of a second under at sector 1.
yeah, you're kind of at the stage, you know, where you have to go for broke, really, don't you? Proper sector 1 from Luckman. You got to give it everything here. You crash in the last run, it's not going to make any difference there.
No, that's it, your time's already on the board.
No, if this was real life, they'd take the car off you and give it to Alban, but not a purple sector 2, but he's up 2 tenths. Marshall up 3 tenths as well. Hound is up also, I believe, just coming to the end of first. Oh no, he's down. He's definitely down. Yeah, he's not. He's 3 tenths under. Good man.
Curley
Luckman will
improving by
be
a second.
next across the line. What can Luckman do? Can he put it on pole? He doesn't, but he does get onto the second row.
First row.
First row, apologies. Next one is Marshall. He was 3 tenths up. Going to need a big sector 3 out of him. Let's see what he can do. Powers towards the line. Whipping it. That's the Bob. Wow.
Wow, 17.8 from Marshall. Teabag 7 thousandths over at sector
Darrell is
2.
next, and Darrell with an 81. He improves by 6 tenths.
Teabag's not improving yet.
Yeah, I think Hound is the next one that can really do anything. Let's see what he can do. And he doesn't improve. Teabag, can he improve? He got
He
7,000's
did.
over, so
Did he not? Yeah, I'm
I
sure it
thought it.
pops up. Yeah, T-Bag got
Oh
it.
yeah.
T-Bag got it. It pops up at the top. I saw a flash
Uh,
of purple at the top of the screen.
I just saw plus 7,000's.
Yeah, the 7,000th was
Yeah.
his Sector 2 split, so he's made it
Okay.
all up there in Sector 3.
Yeah, that's so tight. Jesus Christ. You're splitting hairs, you know, as you go driver to driver, you're splitting hairs.
Well, that's it. You
Yeah.
top two there for Paul, and then Lutman Airways, Darrell so close. And a bit of a gap back. I don't think everyone got clean runs in, but throughout the sessions, there's been groups of cars within, a tenth of each other, so it's going to be unbelievably close.
So yeah, hopefully we have a good race now, and we don't have to watch Port Mylander for the next 35 minutes.
Well, I will be back in just a second before we see. Excuse me.
Clay's not back yet, so I'll give a quick run through the tyres. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we got Ninja and Cox and Matey Boy on the softs for some unknown reason. Got Full 10 Dave and Hone on the hards.
I'm back.
Possibly Yeah, just going through the tyres. Ninja and Tox and Mate on the softs for some reason. You got Dave and Hone on the hards again for some reason. Hone, he doesn't have the pace for the hards, being that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
15 drivers
he's
on the
just
medium,
hoping to
so
go along, innit?
yeah. For me, to have the alternative strategy, you need to have the pace to make up the positions up that you're going to lose, especially at a track like Australia where overtaking is difficult. No, but maybe the right a rightly timed safety car will work out. So who knows?
Sebastian Vettel snatched the victory. Will Lewis get revenge today? Welcome to the streets of Melbourne here at Albert Park. I'm sure
So yeah, I'll leave you have it.
Yeah, just forming up now. Harvey on Toxamate, he overshot the marks. Grid's fully formed. 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go. Pint size dropping down the order though. He's right at the back of the grid, so not a good getaway from Pint size whatsoever. Teabag got away cleanly. Looks all clean at the front. I see yellow flags, mate. He's at the back of the grid. No visible damage.
Yeah, Dave just tagged the rear of the car head. He's lost an end plate. Harry down at 17th as well, so he must have had an issue. Yeah, point size, I'm not sure.
Just didn't get away whatsoever. Just straight off the grid. Just dropped to the back. Chips up too, but looking well off the pace of everyone ahead. He's 1.5 seconds behind Harry already. Airways and Darrell battling. And Anderson's now getting involved, trying to go around the outside of Darrell. Yeah, which he does nicely.
Yeah, and he has the inside now.
A nice move there from Anderson. Took advantage there of Darrell's little battle with Airways. Oh, just dropped down the order there. Dave Douglas into pits. Full send Dave into pits. Matey Boy's well off the back of the pack again. Dave Douglas has got wing damage.
So does Dave. He took
full send
damage.
Yeah.
Hit the back of Van Toxin.
Chip's got damage. Matey's continuing, but yeah, strange one. Oh, did I see that right? No, yes. I'm seeing things. Never mind.
I thought a bit of a spread though. Do you know what, Clay? It's a pretty decent opening couple of laps to be fair to the lads.
Harvey making it past Curly now on that run into is it 10?
Yeah, I think that's 10.
And Matey Boy back to the back of the grid. Matey Boy's had another moment.
I did say Matey Boy seems pissed, but
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a spread here now to be fair, but Lockman is just hanging on to the front.
Ninja into the pits.
Oh, and he's retired.
He's retired from the session.
It was a yellow flag. Did he retire in the pits? Or
yeah, he pulled into the pits. I was just about to say Ninja's in the pits, and then his name just grayed out.
Okay.
I mean, you know, that could have been my seat, but I'd have lasted longer than 3 laps. This car's coming back out now as there's a gaggle of cars coming into turn 1. Oh, he's out of the way, he's off the line. Teabag just flirting with that DRS zone to Marshall.
So yeah, Ninja just DM'd me there. Just his wheel is not behaving.
North
track is out. And that is a safety car. Number 1.
and that is where Carlos signs. Yeah, it's where Carlos signs the NF last year. Oh, year before. Marshall's in.
Car. I'm surprised with that. Very surprised.
It's early. It's early.
Unless he has wing damage.
I don't think he'll get 26 laps.
Yeah, he won't, but he's probably hoping for another safety car. And Marshall has the pace to manage on the hards, but he's just lacks so much track position. I don't know.
On a track that's difficult to overtake, I don't know. Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out, but yeah, I was just saying there, Ninja had an issue with his wheel, so it was acting up, decided it was safer to retire in the pits, which is fair enough.
Fair enough. I want video footage, evidence.
I mean, I could have understood the softener was getting them off, which Matey's doing now, but Marshall, that's strange to say the least. But yeah, you know what? If you got another four safety cars, you could get him to the end. But who knows? For me, just losing that much track position is a ballsy move for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's helped Pint Size out. You know, the lad's getting wing damage and stuff. Pint Size now back up to P12, so...
How did that happen? He was at the back.
Yeah, obviously, mate, having multiple incidents. I think he's having incidents under the safety car. He's 40-odd seconds behind. Nerf out, Ninja out. But yeah, the lad's pitting for damage.
It's funny because I was looking at where North Park's car was, and I did mention this several times during quali, that exit curb on 10 is just not somewhere you want to be, but you usually end up in the barrier on the right hand side because the back kicks out. So strange to see him on the left hand side of the track, unless he had a collision with someone. But
I think he's lost it off the curb. Where Matey's going through now. You know, that first right hand curb, you hit the left one nice, he's lost it on the right, tried to correct it. He's gone off to the left. So I think he's sort of had a snap hit in the curb or something, tried to correct it.
Yeah, and just went through 10 altogether. Yeah, possibly. It's Hound's fault, and that's a 20-second time penalty. No question. Don't even need to see the footage.
Be interesting to see how Hound keeps them heating them tyres and that now, you know, how he gets them ready for restarting under the safety car.
I must say that, I said already, it was a cracking start to the race, no real major issues, which is, you know, for Australia, you tend to see a safety car in the first lap, so they did well, to be fair, and the field is just starting to spread, and now we're all bunched up again, so...
Yeah, did a great job. Like you say, it's turns 1 and 2 are close, and then 3 and 4 and 5, you sort of at a race start when you've got cars, you know, ahead, behind, at the side of you. It's so hard to get through cleanly. But no, they did a great job.
I'm surprised the safety car isn't in this lap, to be honest, unless it's a late call.
Pompey Q says, "Oi commentators, did you give Osso a penalty for missing last race for not having a valid reason? F1 always in front of girlfriend."
Yeah, as I just saying that, Clay, that's the latest call for a safety car you're going to see in your entire life. Literally around the last corner, and it comes in. That's poor from Burt, and that's definitely going to be a penalty by the stewards. The teabag is gone, and Luckman has not been caught napping, certainly.
Oh, but someone has.
Yeah, that's Hound. Not surprisingly. That's a shocking.
No, I don't think it was Hound. It was Darrell and Anderson. Darrell looked like he was going to pass Anderson before the finish line, so he slowed down.
That's so stupid from the game to do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's either out at that it's normally as soon as you start sector 3. And to me, if you've gone past that sector 3 mark, it should not come out that lap. That message should wait another lap. Anderson's all over the back of Airways now.
Yeah, it's kind of close here, the top few. Hound as well, making a move into turn 9. No, he's got it done on the straight, and that's where you should do it. So, solid from Hound.
Oh, Anderson a little wide there on the exit of 10 and 11. I don't even know what the corners are. I'm just going to say numbers. 10. Exit at 10. I'm counting back now because you told me there's 14 corners. I'm just looking at the map.
You stopped talking and just came in with 10.
That's because I'm doing the math. I'm looking at the corners going, right, that's 14, so that means that's 13. It's been a tough week. Leave me alone. But yeah, still very close. Your top 8. Yeah, well, saying that, Osso's just got back in DRS as well, so your top 10. All sort of flirting around that DRS mark to each other.
I'll tell you what, Clay, if the new game has DRS after lap 1, that's going to be a game changer for a lot of fellas.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And do you know what? All it's going to do is you're going to see fellas rinsing DRS in the first lap. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm not going to lie, you sort of see that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? Marshall's struggling here in the Harris. He's out of DRS now of Harry for when it does come back. Hound and Anderson having a right.
Yeah, Hound's dropped a couple of positions. There's a car in the background that looked like it spun as well.
Oh, that's the McLaren of Osso.
Oh, pint size, he's dropping down the order. Yeah, Harvey's now 2.6 seconds behind. Hound's 0.78 behind him. Anderson behind Hound. Marshall up to P9.
The front three now pulling the gap. And I think, looking at T-Bag, he's feeling this pressure. Luckman is quite literally up his ass. You know?
Yeah, I'd say front three now are pretty much clear. It just all depends on how it works with Marshall on a different strategy now. Darrell's dropping.
Yeah, he went off at turn 5, just onto the left, onto the gravel, the George Russell gravel, we should call it.
Ah, fuck off. Different than the Carlos Sainz gravel they're just coming up to.
Just a tad.
Oh, as Darrell's...
Ooh.
Is he letting him past or what?
Yeah,
he's got wing damage.
Yeah,
he's missing an end plate.
Yeah.
So I think he's just sort of letting him through. It just looks a bit odd.
Yeah, but you know what, right? That's
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Oh, pint size has spun. Has he lost his? He's lost his wing. It's a VSC.
Why is that a VSC?
And Toxa's also out. And Toxa's lost it on the final corner.
And it's still on VSC.
It's a full safety car. It's a full safety car. I can see the yellow dot coming out the pits. Why is it saying virtual safety car? There's a yellow dot on track. The safety car is on track. There you go, full safety car. This will be interesting now because the field's not spread that much. Marshall's already made that pit stop to the hard tyres. Will the rest of them medium runners ahead of him jump to the hards now, or did he still think it's too soon?
Potentially. And like, considering we only had that one safety car, you know, they're only kind of 5-6 laps away from the window anyway, 3 of them on the safety car. I think the temptation would be to pull the trigger, but It's hard to know. It's hard to know. Will the Hards go to the end? How bad would they be? Do you wait? I think Luckman is just backing up a small bit to see what Teabag does. And Teabag is in. Luckman's in. Airways is in. Yeah, I think they're all coming in. Bar Hold who's on the Hards.
As Pompey says, also pit box confirm.
Yeah, they're all after coming in. Bar Hold. Dave Douglas has stayed out. Fulton Dave has stayed out. Obviously he pitted, so. Yeah, do you know what? I think Hound obviously has to make a mandatory pit stop. But Marshall possibly playing the blinder here, but I still think it's probably a stretch too far to get him to the end.
Yeah, he'll definitely need another safety car, at least. I mean, I started the race on Friday, a lap under on fuel, and I think within 6 laps I had it all back.
Yeah. I'm back on 1 second now, but.
A lot of people on fresh hards now probably hoping to get to the end, which I think is possible, but I do think it's a stretch. Them tyres will be fairly dead at the end. Dave Douglas, Hound, and Full Send Dave will need to pit again. There's no way Dave and, well, both Dave's tyres are getting to the end there. The mediums aren't going to last another 19 laps, and Hound obviously starting on the hards, so we'll need to make his mandatory pit stop. But Marshall pitting from what was P2, P3, P2, dropping down the order to around P10, and now he's finding himself in what is net P1. Hound obviously needing to pit. And the pack's all bunched up now, so I'd expect to see the safety car in this lap.
So yeah. Interesting. I think Hound is going to be in the position that Hound is normally in, holding everyone up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the different strategies here are going to be interesting. A majority of people are on fresh hards. You've literally got 4 people who aren't. Darrell and Pint Size pitted 1 lap earlier, but you know that 1 lap won't make much difference.
Yeah.
But you've got Full Send Dave and Dave Douglas who are going to need to pit again because there's no way their mediums are getting to the end. You've got Hound who has to pit, he's not made his mandatory stop. And Marshall done 7 laps on them hards already. So...
yeah, can he do another 17? Like, that's the thing. I know 3 of them were on the safety car, but probably an outlap as well. It'd be a long stretch. There's going to be another safety car. It just depends where it comes for him. If it comes in the next 4 or 5 laps, he's in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He needs a build out. Hound looks like he got a good restart there.
Yeah, it's a good restart. And he does good restarts, to be fair. Go at the last corner, off you go.
Yeah.
No problem.
Gone early. got a bit of a gap. Full send Dave dropping off a little bit, 1.4 seconds. And this is it now. So some of the leading group, like Airways, is now stuck behind Full Send Dave. Teabag and Lutman are stuck behind Dave Douglas. Hounds out.
Whoa!
That car's bouncing about a fair bit there as well. Anderson picks up another 3-second penalty. And that's another full safety car.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to suit Marshall. Down the ground.
Especially keeping Dave Douglas between him and, you know, the following pack, Teabag, Lutman.
It's a hard place to get past without DRS, so yeah, if he can get like this kind of opens it up for Marshall small, but I still feel it's a stretch to get to the end, but yeah, just have to see how it works.
I honestly don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably possible, but he'll be in dire straits for 5 or 6 or 7 laps at the end.
No, it's not. It's not possible. It's not happening. Okay. No. Right. All 4 tyres will blow up beforehand. Nope.
And Marshall is
He's in.
But the problem is now he has to quit for mediums. So this is going to be bad. So he's going to have to bid again. So he definitely is in the safety car.
Dave Douglas is in. Lutman's in.
And that's a shock.
The fuck?
That's... Yeah, I'm not sure why. Tyres, no wing damage, and he's gone for mediums.
Unless he's thinking, you know, 3 laps under safety car, be about lap 16, just need to get 13 laps done on the mediums.
Yeah, but the track position, from 5th down to 16th.
That's what I was just about to say. The issue is, because of the safety cars, the field's so bunched up, you're losing too many positions.
Like, essentially from here, it's only Full Send Dave that needs to pit, I would think.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just
It's Australia, isn't it?
The different strategies, man.
The problem is that Dave's going to find himself under an enormous amount of pressure once we get going again.
Yeah, from absolutely everyone.
And that can bring its own issues. But again, I said, look, it's the nature of Australia.
That's it. It's not just 1 or 2 drivers behind him. It is the rest of the grid.
Yeah. And do you know what? To be fair, like as a league, we see a lot of safety cars. You know, there's no point in saying we don't. But 99.9% are caused from guys losing it themselves. And I said that in quali multiple times about Australia, especially now with the new layout. It's so fast. It's just corner after corner, it's so narrow, and just the slightest mishap, you're in the wall and it's a safety car. So, yeah. But I think the biggest loser there is Marshall. Marshall, to be fair, he has to pit again, as you said.
Yeah.
But Luckman, the one from Luckman is strange. It is very strange.
I thought Luckman would have stayed out. I really did. I'm surprised at the same pit.
Yeah, look, he'll have a bit of pace in the fresh mediums, and he'll have natural pace on probably 7 or 8 of the guys ahead. But it's Australia. Where do you pass? It's difficult. Back in a second. Time for a beer.
Yes, I've got mine stashed at the side of me. as we get the safety car in this lap. So we'll see T-Bag start back in the pack up now. As we hit the halfway mark of the race as well. T-Bag just cruising now. Safety car's not yet in the pit lane, so he's not backed it up too much. But good safety car restart, he's got us going. Oh, Anderson's looking close to Airways. Extremely close. Anderson's going for it as well, around the outside. Gives him the inside line for the next corner, but he's slightly behind. Airways compromised his run. Ooh. Yeah, Venom picked up a time penalty there as well. Anderson trying to go around the outside. Harvey making it past Curly, but Curly's coming back at him now. Yeah, great restart there from T-Bag. Got the gap he needed.
Yeah, you know what? Having Dave there is a gem for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Airways didn't get the best of starts. He were about 1.3 behind Dave, as Dave were 1.3 behind T-Bag. Darryl making it up past Matey.
Marshall looking very, very pacey on the mediums, as is Luckman, but nowhere to really overtake. That's the issue they have.
Yeah, it's a bold call. I can't say I think it's the right one. Marshall's trying to go around the outside of Matey Boy. Gets it done.
Yeah, he gets it done, but you're taking your life into your own hands there, like
doing that.
That's the trouble.
Stingray says, yes, also podium incoming, we can feel it.
Airways just doesn't seem to have the pace to take full send Dave at the moment. He should get it done fairly soon, but he's lost nearly 4 seconds to T-Bag, and that's Harvey dropping down.
Yeah, Harvey and Anderson side by side. Harvey got him and then Anderson's got him back.
Yeah, Airways eventually getting past Dave, but T-Bag's 4 seconds up the road. That is the issue for Airways.
Yep. That's it now, 4 seconds. You're on the same tyres as the man as well. Osso's dropped.
Oh, Anderson and Dave, that's not great at all. And Harvey's on the back of this as well. You see Dave's caught now with tyres that are ruined. They'll probably be coming in.
Yeah. It's Definitely going to be difficult for him on them tyres now. Airways just took half a second out of T-Bag though since he got past Dave. And we've got a yellow flag, that's Matey Boy, and that's the full safety car. Oh, VSC, but the safety car's coming out of the pits.
Yeah. It's at the wrong time really as well.
Field's not that spread. Dave needs to pit again.
Yeah, but he has to come in lower, doesn't he? And it's suiting Marshall and Luckman, I would say.
Yeah, drag them tyres out a bit more.
Yeah, the field's going to be close. I'd be very, very, very surprised if I don't see a good lot of these hard guys coming in for mediums, but no, and then they'll come in for softs and they'll be dead in 3 laps. But I think they should probably box for mediums. It'd be my call anyway, with probably 9 laps of racing left. Getting stay as you are. It's hard to know because you've only got 2 drivers either side of where you are on your timing screen on the top left hand side. So be interested to see who comes in for mediums. I would, if it was me, I would. Yeah, and I think T-Bag's coming in because he's really playing with that delta, and he is in. Yeah, I'd expect to see a lot of him in play. Airway stays out. Dave is in. Anderson stays out. Harvey's in.
Dave had to pit.
Yeah, Curly's in. Harry stays out. Venom's in. Awesome.
Dave, 5-second penalty. Speeding in the pit
lane. In. Luckman and Marshall. Marshall's in again.
Dave's gone softs. Harvey's gone softs.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Marshall oh wait, hold on.
Oh, Marshall be double stacked. He's in for
that's what I was looking at. I saw Marshall in there, but it popped up saying 5 lap mediums, but it weren't. It was Venom who'd popped fresh mediums on, and Marshall was still on his 5 lap mediums. He hadn't fitted yet. So Marshall's not out there.
Marshall's lost though, but we're in this scenario now again, the front 4 on all hards.
But you look at Luckman now. Luckman, who pitted under the last safety car for mediums, was at the back of the grid. He was P16. He's now sat P6 behind T-Bag, who's on fresh mediums, who was your race leader.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a better position for sure. He's like technically net P2, but
I'm just, before I look at my phone, what are the Ozone saying here? You've got Osso showing P4.
Yeah, it's such a tricky one. The guys in the front are just going to be out there for the taking, but you know, the softs probably die in 5 laps. It's just...
It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be a weird one. T-Bag, I think, is in perfect position.
He's in a good position if he doesn't get caught up in stuff ahead, but he's got 4 guys on hards on a track that you can't overtake on. That's where the issue is. That's it.
9 lap fresher and a faster tyre anyway. I think with the pace T-Bag's been showing here tonight, I think he should be able to get home, obviously sensibly, not trying to force it.
Well, we've met the safety car.
My concern is the lads that are on the soft tyres.
Well, yeah,
because they're going to try and make up as many as they can.
Yeah, the safety car will be in the end of this lap, I think. 9 laps on the softs is an ask. We'll be pacey for the first 5 or 6, but they'll die a death then, so they're going to want to make up positions, but yeah.
And that's it. Because of the safety car we just previously had, the field's not that spread that the safety car's going to stay out for a number of laps.
Yeah, no, will certainly be in the end of this lap.
I mean, it should be unless anyone's playing silly buggers, but... It'd be interesting to see, because Airways has pace. So
yeah, it's just funny because the last safety car we were saying Marshall did the right thing and Luckman did the wrong thing, and look where they are now. Luckman is on 7 hard mediums, to be honest, but having Chip and Dave Douglas behind him will definitely help him, and you know, Full Send Dave is going to be itching to get past, so he'll probably take a bit of life out of his tyres trying to do that. So the hards are going to be struggling towards the end. There's probably 3 or 4 laps of them 10 on the safety car, but compared to the fresh mediums of Teabag, they don't stand a chance.
No, but that's what I was about to say. Airways has pace. So if Airways can use the 3 lads behind him to slow Teabag up enough, over, you know, what's left when they cross the line, there's what, 9 laps? I don't know, it's whether or not he can build that gap. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be an interesting end to the race anyway.
It's tier 3, it always is.
I know, and that's why I don't think I could, miss commentating on this. It's brilliant. It's brilliant to watch.
Airways getting a great restart. So as Teabag gone.
So as Teabag, yeah. He had a look there at Osso. Harvey up past Venom there. Teabag's past Osso now. Marshall still in P14 as Harry picks up 3 seconds as well. This is another thing, is like, you know, time penalties now. You've got Anderson and Harry both with penalties. As Teabag's past Harrison now as well, so Teabag's flying on these mediums.
Yeah, I'm just looking, but not so much. He does have a bit of taking out of them tyres, to be fair, but should have the pace of the cars ahead.
Full Send Dave past Chip, but Full Send Dave's already 2 seconds behind.
Ooh, and that's Anderson going very wide.
Yeah, Teabag now up to second already, 2 seconds, 1.8. There's Anderson and Harry side by side through that final corner.
That's going to play into Luckman's hands big time.
Full Send Dave now up past Osso. I was about to say Dave's just got past Chip, but he's 2 seconds behind Osso, and he's managed to catch.
It's insane here heading towards turn 3 with Luckman, Anderson and Harry. It's asking for trouble.
Luckman's got 3 seconds, Dave's got a penalty, Anderson and Harry all have penalties. So, you know, if you're someone like Osso, are you not just going to want to sit on the back of this, because you know you'll jump them all anyway?
Absolutely. I wouldn't be doing anything stupid anyway, because stupid will play over the head.
You know, he could potentially take a podium here just from sitting on the back of this group. I don't think he has the pace to sit on the back of this group.
Yeah, he's on the Harris. But either way, I wouldn't be trying to kill myself. I just sit there. It's going to happen. Something's going to happen ahead.
Oh yeah. Anderson was looking racy. Now Luckman's all over the back of Anderson.
Yeah, they're just moving about everywhere. It's gone very messy with that restart. It's a bit ridiculous, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it sort of ruined what was a good race, to be honest. Marshall still only up to P10. He might get up there now with time. Oh, Osso's in the pits. Why is Osso in the pits?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wing change. Yeah, also 5 second penalty, wing change.
And this is exactly what I was saying, Clay. Luckman has the tyres on Anderson and Harry. We just can't get anywhere near him.
And Teabag's now within DRS of Airways.
Yeah, it's Teabag should comfortably take it from here. Ooh, that's Harry out. Oh, it's not. How did he not drop out of that? Is absolute was a yellow flag for that as well. I have no idea how Harry survived that. I can't even explain it because I just can't. But yeah, insane.
T-Bag's got it. He's got Airways into turn 1, sets the fastest lap of the race, takes P1.
I'll tell you what I don't like, Clay, is this dual detection zone. It's awful.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of that myself.
Yeah, it gives you the
Not like
advantage
if
to
you get
overtake.
you get the
Yeah,
overtake, and then it gives you the
yeah,
advantage again.
yeah. If you get to overtake, it should be on the guy that got overtaken. And this is something up now
Oh,
because
Anderson's off track.
there's a lot of battling going on behind between Anderson, Dave, and Harvey. It's just chaos at best.
Yeah, I'm seeing cars everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, it's scaring the shit out of me, and that's exactly why.
Yeah.
Marshall's out. Marshall got caught up in that.
There's a load of cars got caught up in that. Harvey looked to clip the rear end of Dave, which
Put Dave in the wall.
Yeah, Dave, I think he picked up wing damage, but it
He's got end plate, left end plate missing.
Sent Harvey's car across the track, and guys got caught up in that. It was inevitable, really, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was literally just saying it scares the shit out of me, and that's exactly the reason why. As Harvey's now out.
And I don't know how.
Yeah, it's where Ninja crashed in quali a bit of a strange one. But what I will say, I'm just looking now, I'm going to have a quick flick at penalties. Pint size could jump up a number of positions here. Chip, Darrell, both going to jump up a number of positions. I think Darrell might be on the podium. Oh no, sorry, he's not within 3 seconds of Lutman, but he's going to jump up to P4 as Chip takes Darrell, so Darrell won't jump up to P4, Chip will jump up to P4. Tell you what, it's going to be a big one for stewards.
Whoa!
What the hell happened then?
Wow!
I only caught the back end of that. I was on board with Chip and just saw a car look like it just goes straight on.
Yeah, Darrell got rear-ended, and I'm not sure by who, because he's the only car that stopped. He really got rear-ended there.
Curly's missing an end plate.
Yeah, I thought it was Curly, if I'm honest. Curly just looked like he rear-ended him into 9.
Chip was ahead. I was on board with Chip. Pint size doesn't seem to have any damage. Neither does Dave Douglas. Curly's missing an end plate.
Darrell into the pits.
Venom.
That's surprising. I have no idea how Darrell didn't DNF there, if I'm honest. And look, as I said, point size. I was talking to point size before the race, and he was, I don't know my pace, you know.
Oh, Chip's got 3 seconds as well.
Yeah, like point size now, when he was back, and he's P8, plenty of penalties ahead, and keep it clean, get to the end. This is Australia. Just get to the end, no penalties, see where you end up, and there you go.
Yeah, I had a chat with him after Friday's race, to be honest. But yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them tracks. You're pretty much guaranteed safety cars, and the races come and go. Like 1 minute it's all in your favour. You're looking for the race win or a podium or whatever, and then the next minute you're looking like you're well out of it at the back of the grid, and then you're back up there.
Yeah, 100%.
It ebbs and flows so much as Harry takes Anderson out before turn 1. Full send, Dave's out. Is that in the pits or?
Yeah, it's pit and quit.
Oh, Pint Size gets 3 seconds. Oh man. I'm gutted for him. I'm gutted for him.
Yeah,
I
you should
wanted
have
him.
just kept keep
Yeah,
it sensible. And Dave Douglas now not in a bad position at all, really, is he?
absolutely not. You know, from going from his race looking like it were ruined. You're going to be jumping right up there with number of penalties. It's just obviously Lutman's keeping that 3 second gap he needs. So Lutman's looking like he'll secure that podium. But I think Dave Douglas might jump up a few. Or Chips a fair way behind Anderson as well. But yeah, down to 12 finishers. T-Bag just cruising now, just focusing on bringing it up, bringing it
Yeah,
home.
he has plenty of life in them tires, so he's not going to do anything more. He'll just get it to the end. He has about a lap and a half to take the win. Very comfortable. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
pint size, that's another 3 seconds. I think it got to his head there. Venom's just overtook him as well. He was looking good, he's back to the shit now. Also, with another 3 seconds. Go on, also, lad. So with Dave Douglas now, looks like he's going to be making a run at Chip. Darrell picking up 3 seconds as well. That saves also. I say it saves him, it means he stays P11. All but 3 drivers with penalties now. I think Dave Douglas knows that. Oh, pint size is
He's
out.
Last the day in the turn one.
Yeah. On the final lap of the race. The final lap. Thank Christ.
Look at the draw, it is what it is.
I'm glad he's not my teammate.
I tell you what, Airways has done a stellar job here today. He nearly had T-Bag back in DRS. And
Curly's out as well.
Oh wow.
10 finishes.
Oh, and also is not out, but he's in the science travel gap. Gravel trap.
T-Bag takes the win, Airways P2, Lutman P3, and Dave Douglas jumping up with no
P4,
penalties
yeah.
up to P4. I've got to say, brilliant for him that. And, you know, Harry as well, he's not had no luck in Tier 2 recently. So P5 for him, great result. Anderson 6, Chip 8, Venom 9th. Also, I've lost. I think I've missed a number though. Shame for Marshall. He said he messed up with the first pit stop. He should have stayed out. And then said the car in the wall had 6 years to ghost. Unfortunately, he had a car to his right, so he couldn't move without taking someone else out. So he just He's just hit the car. Which I've got to say, fair play. You know, a lot of guys would just swerve across.
Yeah.
Fair play. He's took it on the chin there. But unfortunate for him. Tell you what, also finishing P9 with the fastest lap as well. Teabag Airways Luckman, your podium. Losing Curly, Pint Size, Dave, Harvey, Marshall, Matey, Hound, and Toxa, Nerf, and Ninja. So yeah, finishing with just 10 drivers.
Okay. And here comes Trev. Ah,
Uh,
for fuck's sake.
we're not in the comms chat, are we?
I think we are.
No, you invited me to just a party.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure, mate. You just invited me to a private party instead of the comms chat.
Oh, God.
Do you want to jump over to comms?
Might cause issues for uh, audio, so I'll just invite Airways and Teabag in. Lockman has an issue, so he can't join. Teabag. There you go.
Back in just a second, mate.
Mm. Hmm. Just waiting for Clay. He's gone for a pit stop.
As you do.
I suppose, look, we'll crack on a while, because why not? So, yeah, Airways, how did you feel that went for you? Had mega pace Q1, Q2, just got pipped in Q3, but uh, obviously a difficult race with that amount of safety cars, but you're always going to get that in Australia. It's the nature of the track, but uh, how do you feel that race went for you? Yeah, it was a clean race. Couple of yeah, got a bit shit at the end. Let's be
Hello.
honest about it. The last safety car just with the amount of different tyres and tyre life, it just got a bit crazy. But you did what you had to do. You took P2. Would you have taken that before you started? Love it. Yeah. Yeah, I just think that the fourth safety car just came perfectly for teabagging on the fresh mediums. And do you know what I said to Clay the last couple of laps? Considering the tyre difference, you did well. I think you were 1.1 or 1.2 back as you crossed the line, so definitely had a lot of pace. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, apparently you can't be heard on stream either. If you want to maybe look at that, we'll move on to Teabag in the meantime. Teabag, how happy? Yeah.
Happy and stressful. Because I was getting no warnings or anything like the safety car coming out. I was lucky I had Dave in the chat with me. Because I wasn't getting any
You,
warnings. I'm like, why am I negative a second and stuff like this? But yeah, it was enjoyable race.
yeah, I suppose it's just one of those that last safety car just came at a perfect time. Fresh mediums
Yeah,
with guys ahead. Myself and Clay kind of said, you know, with the four guys ahead of you on old hards, you can
mm,
get caught up just as easy. Just requires a bit of brains, and he had brains, and we got through, and that's it. So yeah, fair play.
oh yeah, definitely. But the key there was getting past Osso or whatever his name is now. That's completely thrown me off. I was paying attention to his name and nearly slammed into it. He's changed it to Rubinho Osso or something. But yeah, he was key to
What?
getting.
Has
Yeah,
it?
yeah, Rubinho Osso.
I didn't
His
see
tag
that.
is. Oh, I did. He was in front of me.
I didn't see
But
that at all
I'll.
throughout the race. It was still Osso Bosso 9.
Oh, I don't know then. I'll have to look. I'll take a screenshot of it. But yeah, it completely threw me off. But it was key getting past him. Harry didn't put up much of a fight for obvious reasons. And Anderson scared the absolute hell out of me going round turn 14 or whatever it is. He sort of darted out the way. And yeah, I just had to chase down Airways. He was rapid on the straights.
So I suppose the important question here is when you move into wheel, so we can laugh at you.
Uh, I'm looking probably the next 4 weeks because at the moment I'm just trying to keep it on track, let alone trying to race wheel to wheel with people.
Yeah, it's that transition
It's
is always
difficult.
tough.
I'm
Yeah,
in the middle of that transition myself, and I sort of went, fuck it, and just jumped straight to it. I didn't do the whole trying to build my pace up.
I say
But
it's not
obviously,
really too much about the
You know
pace.
T-Bag because we were teammates last season. I made that decision straight away and just jumped straight to it.
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. But it's more just trying to race with people and keep it on
Yeah.
the track because if I go on like now, I probably would have lost all my SLPs, yeeting everyone. Yeah. But yeah, good race with Airways. To be fair, he was pushing me. It was. I had to go in AI at one point just to check my warnings. I was on 2 after the safety car. So
Right. So you were close to picking up a penalty yourself.
yep. So that's probably why that last lap or two I literally eased off because I was pushing as hard as I could just to build a gap. And I was like, I'm going to struggle here.
Wow. Very close then. Yeah, a lot of penalties, to be honest, a lot of penalties. I think there were only two drivers that finished at the end without a penalty, and it was you two at the top.
Yeah. Well, as I say, he nearly picked up the P1 because I think I run wide at one point, but I completely eased off, and that's where he gained about half a second.
No, that might have been the point where I'd realised after he got past Anderson or whoever it were. Once he got past him, he gained on you by about 6 tenths in like one sector. So that must have been that then.
Yep. Overall, good race. Considering I only done 2 laps of TT practice on it, I'm happy with it.
Oh, great job, mate. Great drive. It's a difficult one. Obviously, that many safety cars. Obviously, everyone's strategies are different. You're back and forth with people you don't normally race against, and they can be difficult races, them ones. But no, you held it together, mate. Great drive.
Thank you.
Took that win. Great job. Earlier as well. Absolutely brilliant drive, mate. Securing that P2, obviously. Probably a harder fought battle than Teabag had, but you took it in the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same for you. But I've raced you for quite a while now for other leagues, so I know your pace and what you like. So it's always fun. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job. Great job, lads. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for chatting to us. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, watched, commented tonight. We appreciate everything. Appreciate your support. Join us next week, Tier 3A. It'll be 8:30 again next Sunday at Canada.
It's
Oh,
8
yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, I normally do tier 1 and 2 first, that's why. Our drink's gone to my head now. No, tier 1 and 2 will be 8:30 Friday night at Canada, and tier 3 will be here, same time as always, 8 o'clock. Yeah, join us then. Thank you all.